Welcome, monkey corpses, to Geek Salad's Retro Movie Reviews from the Geek Salad Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And tonight we continue our look at the Best Picture also-rans in Academy Awards history. I am currently broadcasting from my hotel room because I am on. I am traveling for work, so completely.
We do have glamorous lifestyles outside of this podcast here.
We do, yeah. It's so glamorous that my iPad is actually balanced on top of an ice bucket right now. So anyway,
I hope you have lots of champagne and caviar to go with that ice bucket.
If only the ice machine at this hotel doesn't work. So
Norman Desmond would not be happy.
Why? So tonight we are talking about Sunset Boulevard.
Yes.
Which came out in 1950, was nominated for an absolute shit ton of Oscars and lost to one of the greatest movies ever made.
All About Eve?
All About Eve is probably one of the smartest movies ever written.
Never seen it.
You've never seen it? It is a very good movie. It's just one of those movies that kills me. I can't find it anywhere in streaming. So
yeah. Well, much like this one, actually.
Oh my God, this was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, fortunately for me, I'm still using my mother's Paramount account. So,
okay.
That goes away when Colbert goes away, according to her. So
well, smart move.
Yeah. So I was excited. I watched this like once before, like 25 years ago. So it was really interesting to come back to it. But I'm curious, Mike, what were your thoughts on Sunset Boulevard?
I have never seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I've only seen obviously the big clips, like obviously the final shot.
Yeah.
I've seen, and it's not. I'm still big. The pictures have gotten smaller. I've heard the lines. But other than that, this was, I did not know what to expect with this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that William Holden was the main character.
Yep.
And that he was narrating it post-death.
Yeah.
It's always kind of weird for me when movies do that, when they actually have a dead person narrating the movie.
Yeah. Well, someone's got to tell the story, right?
Yeah. But I mean, beyond that, it was Wikipedia built it as like a black comedy film noir.
Yeah,
and it's weird, like, because William Holden is really the only comedic thing in this movie.
Yeah.
Everything else, I mean, honestly, you could very easily consider this as a horror movie. Because
you could.
I mean, Norma Desmond is an intensely horrific, creepy, sad, tragic individual.
She is a sad, manipulative person.
Yes.
And that's...
and Max, I don't know how to feel about Max.
Again, it's I because of Norma's sad, manipulative life.
Yeah,
Max has been pulled into that. Max gave up his career to care for Norma.
Yeah, and he clearly does love her a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, and even Cecil B. DeMille, seems to like genuinely have affection for her.
Right.
So much so that none of them want to tell her the truth because they know that she's nutty as a fruitcake.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, DeMille it really does have that genuine respect that I can't make her think.
Yeah.
This is anything more than what it is.
But that scene in the studio when they move the camera onto her and then everybody flocks around her.
Yeah.
It is. There's so many things to take away from that scene. It is a really fascinating moment.
It is. It is. There's just this entire movie is just it's so well told and so well acted. And every scene has these types of moments.
Yeah, I did not realize that. I mean, again, this is our second Billy Wilder movie, and this is so much different than Some Like It Hot.
And that's the thing. My brain immediately defaults to Billy Wilder being a comedy director.
Yeah,
and he's not.
He's
This
he
is
can
actually
handle
Mike.
everything.
This is our third Billy Wilder movie.
What else?
He directed Some Like It Hot
And The Apartment.
and The Apartment. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
he really is one of the all-time greats, isn't he?
he is. He absolutely is. And this movie is just like, quite honestly, out of all the movies we've talked about so far in this run, this is the best movie we've seen.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not. It has a different aesthetic than, say, like the Maltese Falcon. It's not as genre driven.
No.
As that, or even The Wizard of Oz. But this movie succeeds because the performances are above and beyond strong.
Yeah.
Gloria Swanson is just watching her mannerisms. A lot of the way that she interacts with people is so broad because that's how she would convey emotion in silent movies. And that's like the thing with the hands.
Oh yeah.
Like, just like she was almost like these claw-like hands because that's how she would emote in silent movies.
Yeah, I mean, like from the few silent, I'm actually so glad that we're doing this after we did all those silent. We
did Metropolis, but yeah,
like the old style like comedies
and Modern Times, yeah,
because it really kind of gets you into the whole like method of acting that they did back then.
Yeah,
and you can totally. I mean, Gloria. I want to know who beat out Gloria Swanson because she is amazing in this movie.
All right, it was Billie Holiday. So here's for Born Yesterday.
Oh,
it's so as the lore goes, Gloria Swanson and Bette Davis for All About Eve canceled each other out.
Oh,
it's like because of the way that the Academy votes.
Yeah,
that a vote for Billy, or a vote for Swanson, and a vote for Davis would essentially just negate each other.
Yeah. So in a sense, Billie Holiday was the third best. Just
pretty much, yeah. This is one of those movies where all four acting categories had a nominee.
Mm.
William Holden was nominated for Best Actor, Swanson for Best Actress, Eric von Stroheim for Supporting Actor, and Nancy Olsen for Supporting Actress.
I mean, Nancy Olsen, she was good, but she really wasn't in the movie long enough to do anything.
No, well, that's supporting. I think she had the purpose of kind of anchoring Joe to Earth.
Yeah.
To the point where, he understood that he was never going to escape this. He needed to get out. Interesting. Yeah. I did look up Nancy Olsen. She is still alive.
Good for her.
Yeah, she is currently... she's 28. She is currently...
97.
97 years old, yeah.
I knew I'd seen her before.
Yeah?
Absent-Minded Professor.
Oh, okay. It's been forever since I've seen that one.
It's been forever since I've seen that one, but I still remember her face from that. Right. Even when I was just a little tyke watching that movie.
Very much the face of an ingenue in this.
Yes.
But she did really great. I couldn't believe that Artie was Jack Webb.
I know. I saw him like, wow.
Whoa, who's Dobie Gillis there? That's Jack Webb.
Yeah.
He aged horribly in the next 10 years.
Oh yeah, when he's doing like Dragnet with
well, He did Dragnet with a number of guys. Harry, you might be thinking Harry Morgan.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yes,
Harry Morgan was one of the last. Frank Gano was one of the last of the of his partners. No, Jack Webb did Dragnet for well over 10 years. Aged horrifically. I mean, he died, I think, in his late 50s. Tobacco and red meat and booze.
Not in this movie, though. This movie, he was a spry 30.
Yeah. No, he died at 62. Wow. And, you know, when you promote propaganda like that, you're going to age.
Yeah. Eric von Stroheim, he was also ridiculously good in this movie.
I don't think there's a bad performance in this movie. I mean,
no.
Not only that, I love that they were able to pull a lot of old Hollywood into the movie. DeMille is not as benevolent as this movie makes him out to be, because they paid him $100,000 to show up. They needed him for another scene, and he demanded another $100,000.
So like, no, we just got with the one scene for him.
Not for love of the game. No, they did it for both, because they had the studio scene. And then they had the staircase scene. Yeah, because he shows back up for that.
Yeah.
I
mean, they got the head of the studio, Hal Warner.
Yep.
And, who else was in that?
They had the real head of Hopper.
Buster Keaton was in there.
Buster Keaton was in it. Yep. H.B. Warner. So H.B. Warner was also an actor. He played Mr. Gower in It's a Wonderful Life. Because I remember watching them when they're having that card game. I'm like, is that Mr. Gower?
Yeah, it's been a very, very long time since I've seen
It's a Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were able to get a lot of old Hollywood. This is a movie that appreciates my old friend. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how that scene we were talking about with the where the spotlight goes on her and all, that was just really kind of like an homage to all the old classic stars from the silent era.
Yeah, and that's the thing you have to remember, is that not a lot of them were able to survive the changeover to sound.
Yeah.
And obviously Norma Desmond is kind of is written to be that way.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, seeing when actors try to transition to sound. While I think that the movie itself is overrated to the point of annoyance, the movie Babylon actually does a really good job having Margot Robbie going from being a silent star in the mold of where they were shooting like 30 movies at a time, like legitimately. The second act of that movie is them shooting silent movies, and then her having to transition over sound and being completely unable to do it because of just how strict, like not so much the rules, but just everything you needed to do to make sure you weren't picking up anything else.
Yeah, I mean, when we did Modern Times, Charlie Chaplin. I mean, technically it is a talkie, but Charlie Chaplin does most of it as silent because he really, he did transition into talkies, but not as he was definitely not as proliferant.
Exactly. But at that point too, he was also directing movies, and he was, one of the owners of United Artists. So it's not like, and
actually,
it's not like he didn't have money coming in.
Speaking of Charlie Chaplin, Gloria Swanson does a fantastic Charlie Chaplin impersonation.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a great moment.
I really enjoyed how just needy and how just starved for attention she was. And it's so, it's not even laughable. I mean, that can be the thing. Sometimes, in the hands of a lesser filmmaker, Norma could have come across as being just absolutely pathetic and comical. And instead, she comes across as tragic. And it's just she's just amazing. And again, Gloria Swanson was a silent star.
Yeah.
Who felt the sting of the talkies and, was convinced to do this movie.
Yeah. It seems like she really like nailed into this movie. She really got into it.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. I think that she understood this is probably going to be the last important thing she makes.
Yeah.
And she really dialed into that.
I mean, when she does that final like walk down the stairs, and like you can tell she is like just mentally she's not there anymore. She is regressed into her old style. But when she gives that speech at the end, bottom of the stairs, like so how happy she was, like that is like one of the most heartbreaking moments of the movie.
Yeah, it is, because she is broken. She is gone.
Yeah.
And it was all based on this lie about a car. And whatever David James seen the two sides of the same way. Exactly. Exactly.
I don't think I've ever seen. Don't think I've ever actually seen Whatever Happened to Baby Jane.
It's a really good movie. I mean, Betty Davis at this point was just playing the Betty Davis archetype, just a little crazier and kind of like just infantilized. Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the awards it did win before we get into the stuff it did not win. So it won Best Writing, Story, and Screenplay. It won Art Direction and Set Direction for Black and White, back when they used to have the two categories. Set Direction, the Art Direction and Set Direction, this is fantastic. And
it also won Best Scoring for of a dramatic or comedy picture.
Yes, Franz Waxman.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting because, like, 1950, I think they could have done this in color.
I think it worked better in black and white. No. Because it could work in shadow. It worked better in shadow than I think.
And it also kind of fit with the kind of whole theme that they're talking about, because this is a movie that is talking about someone that's long past their prime. So keeping it in black and white actually kind of fit more telling that story.
Yes, absolutely. So here are the things that got nominated for that it did not win. So it lost Best Picture to All About Eve, which honestly I can totally see. It was nominated alongside Father of the Bride.
Oh, the original.
The Spencer Tracy version, yeah.
Yeah.
King Solomon's Mines. And Born Yesterday.
Honestly, I don't. I've heard of Father of the Bride. I've heard All About Eve. I think that was the only one. Those only ones I've heard of.
Born Yesterday is an interesting one because it's about a gangster's girlfriend who is just trying to rise up, not through the ranks of the mob, but just in terms of society. Yeah. They remade it about 30 years ago with Melanie Griffith. It's not very good.
I think I've heard of that one.
Best Director, Joseph Mankiewicz won for All About Eve. Our friend from last week, John Huston, nominated for The Asphalt Jungle. George Cukor for Born Yesterday. Billy Wilder for Sunset Boulevard was nominated. Carol Reed for The Third Man. All right. William Holden lost out to Jose Ferrer in Cyrano de Bergerac.
Oh. Never seen the original Cyrano de Bergerac, but I've heard good things about it.
I said Billie Holiday. I should have said Judy Holiday. Billie Holiday was a jazz singer. Judy Holiday won for Best Actress, beating out both Betty Davis and Baxter for All About Eve. Gloria Swanson, and then there was Eleanor Parker in a movie called Caged. Eric von Stroheim lost to George Sanders in All About Eve. You know him as Shere Khan.
Yes. Yeah, I knew I'd heard that voice before.
Yeah.
No, I heard that name before.
And Nancy Olson lost to Josephine Hall in Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, John says, I'm amazed that Father Bride was nominated comedy. Yeah.
Well, I think they were back then. I mean, the comedies were a little classier. Spencer Tracy was nominated for Best Actor in it.
Yeah. Nowadays comedies have to be much more special in order to be nominated.
Yeah. What's interesting about Sunset Boulevard also is that it really feels like and to a sense, just logistically, it's true. It's a contemporary to All About Eve. They're both about showbiz. They both took a massive amount of Academy love. I mean, All About Eve is up until this year, was tied for the most nominations ever, or most nominations or most wins. I have to take a look. Now I have to look at that to make sure I'm getting it right, because it's one or the other.
I know. Return of the King was the most wins.
Okay, it received 14 nominations.
Oh.
Yeah, so it received 14 nominations. So it had more nominations than some of the films that had won more. It's the only film in Oscar history to receive 4 female acting nominations.
Wow.
Yeah. Celeste Holm and Thelma Ritter were nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's usually not a good sign, though, because especially when you have 2 actors in the same movie.
Yeah.
That's usually where no one wins.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And up until 14 nominations up until this year was the record for nominations.
Mm-hmm.
I think Titanic and
Return of the
King tied that. Return of the King has won more Oscars than any other movie in history. And then this year, Sinners with 16.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, because if you look at that carefully, even if you don't include the new category of best casting, Sinners still would have 15.
Which is still more than any other movie.
Exactly. So
good for them.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie. But back to Sunset Boulevard. What's interesting to me too is this movie's legacy, other than the fact that Norma Desmond is essentially a gay male icon.
I can see it.
Absolutely. Its legacy now is more based on its stage representation.
Oh yeah.
It's Weber. Yeah, we were talking about that last week off air, that Andrew Lloyd Webber had done Sunset Boulevard back in like the mid-90s.
Yeah. I saw something. I think it had like 3 separate. Yeah, it had like. Let me see. I guess
it had 3 runs on Broadway.
Well. Let me see. Richard Stapley and Dixon Hughes adapted it back in like the mid to late 50s, and Gloria Swanson herself worked with them to make it. I guess Stephen Sondheim tried getting one going, but it didn't go out. And then Andrew Lloyd Webber got it.
Then Webber got it, and Webber's is the most famous of them. Originally, was Elaine Page as Norma Desmond, and then they went into stunt casting with Glenn Close.
Yeah.
The most recent version of that is the Nicole Scherzinger one, where everybody performs in their underwear.
Which, you know what? Before I actually saw the movie, I was like, really? What? Why? Now I saw the movie, I'm like, you know what? Okay. I get it.
Well, it's interesting, too, because Nicole Scherzinger is only 48 years old. And I think she is far too young, especially that stripped down, so to speak.
Yeah.
To be playing an aged movie star.
Yeah. I mean, they make a point of saying that Norma Desmond was only 50 years old, but this is 50 in 1950, which means she looked like she was like 70.
Right, exactly. I mean, hell, the only person who kind of looked their age was Nancy Olsen at 22 years old, you know?
Oh, yeah. And even I think she looked more like maybe 30s, maybe early 30s.
I think she looked young. I thought she looked very, young. She looked, definitely looked the part.
Well, remember, she had a nose job.
That's true. Yeah, overall, I got to say, I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, it's not something I think I would go back to watch, because just seeing how sad and tragic Norma Desmond is,
Yeah.
but also how manipulative and how like how she holds on to Gillis so much, and then that she can't see to let him go.
Yeah.
So
Well, because it's just like everything else in her life, she can't let it go. Max.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I'm glad I've seen it. It's one that I don't know if I'd go back to it.
Yeah.
On a regular basis.
Right. I wouldn't go back to it on a regular basis either, but I'm definitely going to watch it again before another 25 years has passed.
Yeah. I concur.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Sunset Boulevard?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Excellent. All right. Well, then, we want to know what are your thoughts on Sunset Boulevard. Have you seen it, first of all? And if you have, let us know your thoughts. Leave a polite comment below. This is YouTube, so thumbs up, subscribe. You know the deal. Also, Mike and I host a little podcast called Geek Salad. You can check that out wherever you get your podcast. We just launched part 2 of our epic Music of 1996 episodes, which was a good time. So check that out. And that portion, we are talking about the albums that we liked. So that was fun. And if you want to get more of us, we are on the socials at Geek Salad Podcast on Facebook and at Geek Salad Radio on Blue Sky. Yes?
And I just realized that next week we're going to be doing our very first color movie in like a month and a half.
Jesus Christ, you're right. Has it been a month? Oh my God.
I think it was December the last time we did a color movie.
I think you're right. Jesus.
What is this fancy color thing that they talk about?
So we'll be back next week to talk about another Best Picture also ran.
Yes.
And until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
Go forth and be nerdful. Talk to you later.